encourage you to keep fighting for that dream you have, to keep going, no matter the challenges you face. It may seem impossible. It may feel like you can't go on, but it will never happen if you quit. If you keep going, have faith, you may be closer than you think. Legendary pilot Chuck Yeager was the first person to break through the sound barrier. As soon as he accomplished that, a reporter asked him what it felt like to break through the sound barrier. He replied, "Just before you break through the sound barrier is when the cockpit shakes the most." And I'm telling you, that is true for everyone and everything you want in life. Just before you're about to make a breakthrough is when you will be tested the most. Your dream may be within reach. Do not get discouraged. If you quit now, what have you even been fighting for? It will all go to waste. I need you to summon all the energy you have, all the faith you have, all the belief you have, all the power you have within you. And I need you to keep fighting. Let that cockpit shake. Hold on tight and look straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. What a blessed and grateful day. Happy Friday, TGIF. The Growth Includes Friday. So excited for today. So excited for what is here and on the way. Great topic coming in. And what a cool analogy, right? As we're in the cockpit, before they break through the sound barrier, they talk about this is one of the shakiest points before they go ahead and break free to the other side. And I believe our success is the same way, right? Some points might get a little bit rocky, but I know we are right in front of the breakthrough and the break free. So let's go ahead and get into it today. Shane and Talina in the building. Yo, fired up after that call yesterday, huh? These sitters are absolutely booming all around the world, and there's never been a better time to go ahead and really get loud about the information that we have, because I'm telling you, people all around universally are looking for digital streams, right? Way they can have their money work for them. So blessed and grateful is an understatement. Let's go ahead and get live on IG. And this is going to be a great, quick, short and sweet topic for today. So let's go ahead and run it up. IG, breakthrough season, the 4 Ps. What's everybody grateful for coming today? Drop it down below. Let me know it. Let me see it. And we are getting into it. Let's go. Love it, fam. So grateful to be alive. So thankful for God. So happy to be on here with each and every single one of you. Had an amazing prayer this morning. I want to actually go ahead and share that for today. I think this one hit so deep. I heard this. I was like, man, this is one I got to go ahead and put in the books. This is a deep one right here. So check this out. Ready? Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and end it off with the call. But let's go ahead and get into for today, right? So today we're talking about breakthrough season, break free. And this is a topic where it's universally where there's so many things that are going on. And I know right now, this is a great time to really go ahead and get in tune with what we have access to, right? At the end of the day, there's so many people that are afraid, that are worried about what's going on. But I'm so grateful for the information that we have, for the access, for the dream team, because this is where the shift happens. So let's get into it. Leon Davies, right? For those who don't know who that is, this is actually one of the greatest traders in the world. And when you really understand this, it's going to bring a lot of things into perspective, a lot of gratitude, realizing that in this journey that we're on, we might not be exactly where we envision, but there's a reason why they say the journey, right, is always worth more than the destination, because it's the person that we become. It's the lessons that we learn along the way that shape us into the superhero that we are. So check this out. You ready? Leon Davies, one of the biggest and greatest traders in the world, he talked about risk to reward is key, right? We can lose 5 trades with a 15 pip stop loss and lose 75 pips, but then we can go ahead and smack a take profit of 200 pips, and now we're in profit as a whole. So the biggest thing he talks about is realizing a couple of different things. Trading has a process. Building the business also has a process. A lot of people ask all the time, how do we get to certain levels? How do we get to certain ranks? Number one, the first step I've come to realize is down to belief. Do we believe in ourselves? Do we believe in the platform? Do we believe in the products? Do we believe that this can really make a shift, not just for ourselves, but for others? So the 4 P's is going to be right here. Number 1 is going to be people. Who are the people that we're listening to? Who are the people that we're surrounded with on a daily basis? I got off a call 2 days ago, and it was somebody, they've kind of been doing their own thing. They've been going through life a little bit, and they're like, D, I don't know what it is, but my energy just feels off. I feel alone. I feel separated. I feel like just the world is just on top of my shoulders right now. And one of the biggest things I told her was, do you feel alone because you're trying to do everything by yourself and you don't have a team and you're not using the strengths of other people? Or do you feel alone? Maybe it's because of own limiting beliefs. You don't feel like you can become successful, so you're afraid to go ahead and really take the leap, to go ahead and really, instead of just putting 1 foot in, to really go ahead and put 2 feet in. I dropped a quote yesterday, and it talks about how our greatest fear for most of us is not that we're inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And I believe that's so true for so many of us. Most of us, we're not afraid of the darkness. We're afraid of our light shining that bright, because who are we going to make mad? Who's going to be upset? Who's going to get jealous of our success? So I've come to realize when we start getting around the right people and we start speaking about goals, we start speaking about visions, you see, around the wrong crowd, around the wrong influence, they're going to speak negative. They're going to talk down. They're going to tell you what you're doing is not going to work. But when we start speaking these visions and these goals in front of the right crowd, the right influence, the right community like we have, guess what that does? That throws gas on the fire, right? Shout out to Deanne. Deanne's got her store rolling in the mall now. Now she not only has her e-commerce and drop shipping flowing, now she also has the physical commerce flowing because of the community, because of staying around the fire. Now, at one point, she didn't even know if she could make the e-commerce side happen. But being able to go ahead and stay around the fire, now she's opened doors that she didn't even know was there. And this is the powerful part about staying around the fire, right? Staying around the camp. So huge to understand. John, absolutely making waves over there. Crushing it. Absolutely. So people, right? Who are we surrounded with? Who are we listening to every day? Even audios, right? All day long. I'm not listening to the news. I'm not listening to the media. I'm not listening to what's going on in most people's conversations, because I know how crucial it is to be intentional with what we're listening to be intentional with what it is that we're seeing, what we're speaking every day. Even at the gym, right? How many of you guys have ever had an accountability partner at the gym, and you can start to notice a little shift in your workouts, right? The whole point of an accountability partner, essentially, we can lift a little bit more weight when somebody's spotting. You guys ever had a lot of weight on you, and just because you might have somebody's hands there, you have that comfort. And now you're able to go ahead and push out that next rep, even though you thought they helped you lift it up, but it was really all you, right? Them screaming in the ear, come on, you could do it. Accountability is so important on this road, where there's going to be dark times. There's going to be times where it gets a little bit rocky, where we got to put both hands on, but around the right people, around the right community. I promise you right now, this is how we stay plugged in, just like a charger, right? If we want to stay charged up, Shane and Talina, they already know staying around the campfire is key, right? Number two, if number one is around the right people, right? I'm always inspired every single day. If you guys pay attention in the chats, we have new rank ups, we have withdrawals, we have leaders going on tour right now. So it's safe to say we're around the right people, right? We have the right access. The second piece is going to be number two, the product. The product, right? What are the products that we're really going to tap into? You see, I've come to realize some of us, we might be nervous to talk about this in front of other people, mainly because we might not believe in the product. We might not have taken this thing really that seriously yet. And I don't know what that skill set is for you. Maybe you've tried a couple of different things so far, maybe with trading or maybe with e-commerce, but I can tell you right now, to pick a product, to pick some educators, to really go all in to finish out the year, these are skill sets that we can literally come in 2024 riding downhill with momentum, especially right now for things like e-commerce, right? During this fourth quarter, this is when it gets crazy. We can have more success during this fourth quarter than maybe even what's happened the first couple quarters, being honest with you. That's how powerful some of these skill sets are. So number 2 is going to be realizing the product. What product are we going to master? What product are we really going to dive in on? For myself, telling you all the time, I'm locking heavily in with e-commerce into the fourth quarter, right? Crypto, DCX, this is another great time to start thinking about or getting involved with this information, right? We have some investments that we're putting in with Kurt Cobain that he's been talking about, some lower, some mid caps that he's been presenting to us. A lot of cool things are coming on the Forex side. Okay. Trend trap, right? I've seen all of these different academies. Trend trap is something where the newest person can come in and really start seeing success trading in a very simple strategy. Trend trap is something where anybody can come in. I'm telling you right now, 30 days, go on your demo for 2 weeks, go live, around the next 2 weeks and watch, even with 50 demo trades, watch how much confidence we build getting on these sessions, hopping on, go live. Even for me, I'm about to activate the FRX back again so I can get tapped it back in with AWOL. Killing the trend trap. He's literally traveling all around the world, and tens of thousands of people are seeing success with these products. You know, it's funny too. I was actually talking to somebody yesterday. They were talking about an e-commerce course. They paid $2,000 just to get access of probably half of what we have right here. So when you know what we have, we treat it a little bit different. For some of us, $150, $250. Maybe if we spend a couple of thousand, we would treat it at a whole different level. So even for me, I know the access that we have. I know how real our educators are, and I'm so grateful for all of us because this is something that I've waited for years, and now we have the platform, we have the community to really go ahead and make the success happen 2023 into the next year. And number 3, right? I've only got 4 for today. Okay. Number 3 is going to be the process. So we talked about the people, we talked about the products. Number 3 is going to be knowing there's a process, right? Inside the laws of the universe, one of the laws is the law of gestation, right? Great things take time, right? You and I, all of us that were born, we took 9 months to go ahead and be created into the limitless beings that we are. It took time. Same thing goes with a farmer and his field, right? The farmer doesn't just go out and throw his seeds out, and then tomorrow he wakes up, he says, well, I put all the work in. Where's my crops? Where's all my fruits? No. It takes going out there, being able to go ahead and rake the grass, give nourishment, be tender with it, allow it to go ahead and take time. And over the days, over weeks, now we're able to go ahead and pick these fruits. Same thing happens with these skill sets. My social media, I had 300 followers at the beginning on all my platforms. Didn't even have some of the ones that I have now. But I understood that over time, we're going to be able to not only grow our account, grow our connections, grow our skill sets, grow our value. It's just reps. It's just putting in the process. So if we're not where we want to be at yet, I'm not worried about that at all. Why? Because I know there's just a little bit more of the process that needs to be taken. Something my mentor always told me that's always stuck with me. He said, the only difference between me and you is time. That's it. I've just been doing it a little bit longer than you. I've just had a little bit more experience running in the field than you. You guys probably noticed that you might speak better than some that you see on social media. You might do certain things that you feel like are better than them, and they might have more success. That doesn't mean anything. Everybody's success is on their own timing. Don't compare our chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 10 and realize everything has a process. Our time is coming. Our greatness is on the way. I can promise you that. And number 4, the 4th P to really go ahead and have this breakthrough coming into the end of 2023 is going to be the possibilities, right? Let me ask everybody this. What are the possibilities for every single one for you and I by December 24th? 2025. For those of you that celebrate, for those of you that don't, no worries. But that's my question. What are the possibilities? Where can we be at? What type of skill sets can we grow, be at, and develop for this next 60-ish day stretch coming into the end of the year? And I've got an A to Z questionnaire for you. You ready? Let's watch this. Actually, in A to E. 5. I got 5 questions for you to wrap up possibilities, to really just go ahead and get the gears turning. You ready? John C. Maxwell, he says, people that look at timing over anything else are not here for a reason. They're here for a season. And I love that you and Alex talked about that yesterday. He said, if you're somebody that's here for money, not realizing that you can go ahead and make a couple dollars trading. You can have somebody enroll and join your business. But if we're just here for the money, if we're just here to get somebody enrolled, that doesn't last very long, right? It's not sustainable. It's not long term. But somebody that's really here for the process, for the journey, for the growth, this is what's going to be sustainable. This is what's truly long lasting. So here's the 5 questions that John C. Maxwell has for possibilities. He says, number 1, and I went through all these questions too. I'm going to go through them with you right now. I'm going to answer them with you. Number 1, he says, are you happy with where we're at right now? Are we happy with where we're at right now? Ed Milet would call this blissful dissatisfaction, right? I'm thankful for where we're at, but I'm a little dissatisfied because I know there's a lot more in the tank. So are we happy with where we're at? Yes. Do we know we can go farther? Without a doubt. So drop a 2 down below if we know we can do a little bit more. If we're not happy with where it is that we're at. Right there with you. Right there with you. We've all got so much growth that's waiting to be tapped into. And I believe it's that season. Here's B. Here's the second question he said. Do you believe, watch this, do you believe that you'll get to where you want to be by consistently doing what we're doing right now? This is deep work right here. I'm helping you all go through the deep work questions that I had to ask myself too. Let me ask that again. Do you believe that we'll get to where we want to be by doing what we've been doing right now and lately? So this takes time for self-evaluation. Are we really putting in the time? Are we really putting the activities? We can say we're doing it, but this is one of those questions where it's not really about the talk right here. It's about what's really happening behind closed doors. Are we distracted? Are we wasting time? Or are we really locked in and focused on our goals? Okay. So this is something that each and every one has to go ahead and take some time with and really identify what the answers to these questions are. Okay. Number 3. Okay. See, even for me, I know I can be more focused. I know I can be more dialed in without a doubt. 100%. Okay. Number 3. C is going to be, will you change yourself if you find a better way? Because we all have the ability to adapt. So number 3, are we willing to make a change? I'll give you my change right now. Okay. I'm going to be raw, vulnerable. I'm right here with you. Here's my change that I'm going to be implementing right after this weekend, coming in to start Monday, brand new, fresh, locked in. You ready? Here's my change. I'm ready. I'm ready for new. I'm ready. Drop a 5 down below if you're ready for change. If you're ready for more abundance, more growth, more elevation, more breakthroughs, and breakthroughs. Drop a 5 down below. Well, guess what? It's going to take change, right? For most of us, there's going to be a little tweak that can be made, a little bit of an action that we can go ahead and maybe implement into our strategy to go ahead and really see a little bit of cause and effect. So here's my change, okay? It's going to be the 1 hour. Every hour on my phone, I'm going to set an alarm. And I'm going to name it a couple of different things, right? I'm going to have a vibe check. I'm going to have tunnel vision, gratitude, and every hour I'm going to check my focus. When I look back at my runs, right, through the past couple of years, this is one of the greatest things that I've noticed that helped cause a huge chain reaction. Remember, as we talked about this week, the enemy is never just going to give us a chain of a whole bunch of negativity. Most of the time, we get a link of choices, and those choices end up creating a chain. So when I started doing this hour daily reminder, this hour daily gratitude check, tunnel vision check, right? I started to realize how much time I was wasting, how much time was distracted, how much time was being eluded off to things that can be more directed towards IPAs, right? Income producing activity. So this is something that all of us can do. Being honest, Sean Murphy, one of our mentors, he talks about the elites. They do this every 15 minutes, right? When he puts them on his $15,000 a month training program, he has them do this every 15 minutes. So I'm not that crazy yet. We're not that elite yet. We can go ahead and start off a little bit simpler with every hour. But this is just something that I'm doing that any one of us can go ahead and implement into our routine. And I'm telling you, let's go ahead and check back in on Friday of next week, and let's see what this effect is actually led to. So I'm excited. C, okay, if C is going to be what will we change to find a better way, D is going to be have we decided? Have we decided to go ahead and put our foot down to make a change? He said 99% of people make an agreement, but we need to make a decision. An agreement is one thing. A decision is a whole different level. A decision not only is it set in stone, but now there's no negotiating. There's no if, ands, or buts. If the gym is getting hit today, if we're hopping on to go live, if we're networking with new faces, if we're going to get in some PD multiple times throughout the day, these are non-negotiables. Nothing but a decision has been made, and this is what's following with that decision. So drop a 4 down below if each and every one of us have made the decision to really go ahead and draw the line in the sand and step into the highest version of us coming in 2023 to end off the year. Let me know. Who's with me on the run to go ahead and max out what's left of this year, to really go ahead and set up 2024 for greatness? Let me know. This is time. Okay. Last but not least, number 5 is going to be E. Don't worry about everything else. That'll all fall in place once we make a decision. Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill, they all talk about the how. We don't have to worry about the how. When the why is big enough, the how is irrelevant. So I know without a doubt, each and every one of our greatness is on the way. Ranks are here. Withdrawals are popping. A lot of abundance is in the making. So let's go out and turn these dreams into reality, fam. Happy Friday. Super excited for what's here. We've got some great calls coming in today. A lot of value being dropped, even for myself. I'm about to get on one of these ECX recordings to see what is going on to wrap up these next couple of days so we can squeeze out the juice for Halloween coming into Thanksgiving in November. I know a lot of people are going to be buying online. I cannot wait to go ahead and take advantage. So Dream Team, if nobody told you today, I'm proud of you. I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for each and every single one of you that's having an abundant day. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Let's get to work, fam. It's game time.